Good morning. Good morning, Instagram. Good morning, YouTube. How is everybody doing today? Well, it closed half. We go about say eight pips drawdown with 50%. So it's 7 pips drawdown now. So 50% of my position at this point. Don't want to, trying to lose as less as possible. At 9 pips. So at this point, it looks like we're gonna be hitting stop loss. So I'm 50% again, and I'm gonna close once we get a little bit closer. I'll close full. Sorry about that, folks. Didn't realize my webcam wasn't even on me at that point. So we'll just go ahead and close. Yeah, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I actually might just close the stream. Today's Friday. We already did one trade so far. Clearly didn't work out. We 50%ed relatively well. We managed the risk decently well. At this point, I am more focused on pretty much just staying out of stuff. Kind of just got into that play. It was really kind of a little silly on my part there. I was a little overconfident entering on that position there. So I got like one more trade in me, and I think the trade that I'm going to end up taking most likely so far, we might be able to make like a top wick here on this candle here, but if the candle closes bearish on gold, I'm gonna be looking to trade gold. Be looking to take a sell during the NYSE open. But if and only we close bearish. Yeah, we just got a little bit of waiting to do today, to be honest. I'm gonna just double check the news. Uh, Make sure there's nothing crazy going on, so I can at least have something to expect within that time period. Mm, well, we do have Sunday kind of going on, but nothing. Oh, what am I doing? I'm tripping. We have prelim at 9 a.m. Yo, what's up, Denny's? What's up, buddy? Anybody that's tuned into the stream today, took a relatively really risky position. Honestly, kind of, I would say it's more stupid. I just kind of hopped on, saw something relative, didn't really check my trading view too much. Kind of like I had to say for me, it was more like a little early morning mistake. I'm glad anybody at the stream too much at that time. Nobody really joined at that point, so I'm sure nobody really took that trade anyways. But at this point, we are waiting to see what the gold candle goes ahead and does. At this point, we are waiting for the NYSE open candle. In this point, I'm anticipation that this candle might start making a bigger top wick for the bearish candle. Um, I feel like if we do get a push up at this point, the candle is only going to be bullish for only a relative part time because I feel like price action will push this candle back down. And, if the candle closes bearish at the top of this resistance here um, on NYSE open, I'll go ahead and open a sell position there. But until then, we're just going to stay patient. Really not looking to scale into any positions at this point. If there's anybody in the chat, man, how's everybody doing today? If you tapped in with me before and maybe seen some of my streams before, say something in the comments, man. I'd like to see what's going on. I can't really see how many viewers I got. All I can see is whenever you guys comment something. So we do got a very, very, very small bullish on GJ, which could definitely form support at this point. Probably could kick back up. Um, but gold, that's kind of more my primary focus at this point. See how big our range is at least too. That's crazy. Like a 90 pip range. It's pretty fucking fat. So feel pretty confident if this candle does close bearish upon entering the sell. But first we gotta get that. First we gotta get that confirmation, and that confirmation won't happen first until another 18 more minutes. So we still got a lot of waiting to do. Hope everybody's day or morning is going by pretty good so far. It's a Friday. I want to start to think once we broke past this bullish candle, can we keep coming down? Should I give it a second chance? But at this point, if I'm trying to decide what trade I'm trying to give it a chance to, I'm thinking at this point I'd rather do it upon gold. I've already traded once on GJ on the sell, and it clearly didn't work out upon the closing of that bearish candle. So we ended up kind of playing around. We made a top wick, and the top wick ended up wicking us out at that point. Um, we managed risk. We 50% the position when we are about 7 pips drawdown to reduce the risk, and yeah, it didn't go too bad. It's just sometimes how it goes. I was kind of anticipating a move more like this. I was expecting to kind of fill these wicks, to be honest, at this point, but just gonna stay out of it. Just gonna stay out of it. I don't want to go ahead and enter upon these impulsive entries. Plus, I feel like I could reject off this 30-minute rejection. Hell, even this one really. We haven't even broke it, so we're starting to push down. I can see us maybe pushing down here, but at this point, if we break past this, then I feel like we could definitely. It look good to even sell off to about here. But it's got to be pretty important. The most important candle it breaks really is this one. If it breaks past this, then I have almost 100% guarantee at this point we can move to 163, 175 beyond, fill this entire wick. But we do got a lot of iffy stuff around that. So looking to just play it pretty delicate here. So we got 15 minutes till the candle closes here. Um, we are starting to push fucking quite a bit down. I would really like to see this bullish candle maybe pull up a little bit just to give us a better range for the push to the downside. If we could make a wick, that wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't mind that. And we are getting close to breaking that point on GJ there, which would be pretty nice. 13 minutes, man. Wow. We do got to be relatively careful, though, I will say. We do got some supports here and some consolidation, some 30-minute rejections to the top side, so it could make this push to the downside a little bit difficult. But I'm going to feel confident on entering this position simply because it is on top of the resistance. Not to mention, if it remains like this, we are closing bearish, right? And then number three, I'm liking this play because it is going to be during the open of NYSE, which is going to give us some volume, and hopefully we can just continue that push to the downside and fill this range and take profit for real ultimately. If it ends up reversing on us, we just gotta manage risk the best we can. You know, depending on how big stop loss is gonna be, I'll let you guys know upon where I'm feeling like I'm gonna 50% the position to reduce the risk, and yeah, we'll just go from there. But yeah, it feels pretty good. I mean, time's go by a little bit quicker now. Thankfully, we got about like 10 minutes left in the candle until we get to see what's going on, man. See what's going on. Here we got 11 minutes. I could have sworn I just draw some shit up, but I guess not. What the fuck? It is pushing very strong though. Wow. See, when the candle pushes like this, it almost makes me a little worried to enter on sales at this point when it does exhaust pretty far. I'm not saying this how this candle closes, right? But makes me always a little bit more nervous because it's like I don't like how that shit look. Like if it closed like that, I wouldn't even enter. Honestly, with no wick at the bottom, I would not enter. I would not enter at all. It would be too high of a chance for us to make a support, in my opinion. I'd just be like, yeah, right. Like straight, if it closed like that, any type of sell I had in my mind is gone straight out the door. That's why I'm kind of hoping it rejects a little bit, kind of makes a wick at the bottom. I'd feel a little bit more confident at that point than entering on the sales. Cause that's just price action 101 for you, man. There ain't no wick at the bottom. Don't. It's not gonna tell you that much that price really wants to push down that far towards that. That's why I feel good on these sales in general, cause this wick doesn't have much to the top side. It really just pushed straight down. That's why I would really like to see like a kind of like a nice little wick on the bottom of this candle. Um, that made me feel pretty confident upon entering the sell. As of right now, though, it is just it's doing its thing, and at this point, I'd rather stay out of it. It almost be frustrating, dog, 'cause like it looks like the perfect setup, but now it's fucked. Does not look like a good setup. Only time I think this maybe will look like a good setup, maybe if we just start broke past this at this point and then like closed here. But if it closed anything like this, man, it just look terrible. Gives me zero confidence to enter that sell. It's closing the most ugliest way. Mm. I mean, at this point, fuck, if we can close below this at this point, that'd be preferable. I mean, fuck, we've already pushed down this much, right? It's kind of a toss up now, too. Because if, by the looks of both of them don't look that great as sells. At this point, GJ is looking a little better to me now. And if I was to be honest, I gotta see it close below this. We got 5 minutes, so it's becoming a pretty critical time to decide what I'm trying to trade. That's why I really want to see this keep pushing down. Hopefully we can make that push down, because if not, we'll probably look to maybe wait for a buy. I think I'm cool on sales on this point. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Just had like a burp. It didn't really come out, but anyways, yeah, I'm staying out of that. I'm staying out of that. I mean, this play could work out, right? But I don't feel confident. I already got burnt once. Come on, GJ, you know what you want to do, baby. Hope we can get that nice close right below. I feel pretty good about that. If we don't, though, I'm telling you, it could easily form that support. All right, so now hypothetically, say we close like this, right? I'm not gonna enter any sells. I'm gonna wait and be patient because we have a higher chance to form a support at that point, right? Could form a support. But say we start pushing up, we look like we're forming support, and the next 15-minute part of that candle comes in and it just starts shitting down. Boom. Now we made a top wick on the top. Now we're forming a bearish candle. The second we break past this right here, 163, at that point I can see myself potentially entering impulsive entries. Almost you'd like to say maybe 163.58, but I'd rather take my chances with this one just so I can catch more of that full move, potentially get a better entry, and take profit would obviously be at the end of that wick. What could be real sweet though right now is if we can close below that support. If we can get closed below that support, pretty major. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we got 2 minutes. Yeah, it looks like this one we're gonna probably close above the support. So we're looking to stay out of this position unless miraculously at the end of this minute just doop, 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 just kind of pushes down. Then at that point I can see maybe, but yeah, at this point it looks like we probably gonna make a support. I wouldn't even doubt it. Take a look at gold again, maybe see if it rejected up any further. Definitely didn't. Not enough to where I feel like I'd want to enter any sells. Yeah, not at all. Shit, for all I know, that NYSE volume could just push up. I mean, just look at that candle right there. My God. All this tells me is it's just gonna want to print a bullish candle, boop, go right back up. Look like a damn barcode. This is like dog shit right here. This whole like trading area has been shitty. Don't want to enter anything like that. I'll take the risk once we break 163.63. Yeah, no surprise here. We are starting to form a support. Definitely expecting that. Yeah, so definitely got another waiting session ahead of us. Fuck. I was kind of hoping that maybe we could get into a play, but it's alright. We just have to be patient. Should have been patient this morning, man. I mean, not that you can fully expect stuff like that, but it's like, that wick made dealing with the risk a lot difficult. And, maybe felt, yeah, it's okay. Shit happens. So we're starting to break below the bodies, which is cool, but the wicks is gonna be most important when it comes down to like sustaining price action to the downside. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my position relatively ready at this point. Just gotta get that push past. We're almost there. Once we push past this, I feel pretty confident we should sustain price action to the downside. Gotta be really delicate with this though, because it still hasn't broken. It's still relatively respecting it. Just gotta break past, getting close. I just don't want to break that yet. Just gotta be patient. Just gotta be patient. Look at that. See, good thing, man. Good thing. Whoo, boy. We didn't enter that because we was waiting for that break and didn't get what we was looking for and starting to reject. Gold is pushing down relatively cool, but it's so wishy-washy with that. It's like, ooh. Anybody that is profiting from this sell though on gold, hey man, more power to you. That's gonna be great. For right now, I am holding off for sure. Now at this point, do we start forming bullish? You know what I'm saying? Do we start switching the buys? I mean, if we close bullish, I definitely wouldn't mind, trying to catch something off the support. But yo, that was so close to entering, dude. So glad we did not enter that. It should break a little bit more, and I knew if it broke more, it would have been going down. If it didn't break that though, I felt confident in it playing back within the range, which is exactly what's going on right now. So really just straight chilling at this point. If it is gonna close back up like this, I would most definitely prefer to see a support candle form because then we can get into a buy position. I feel better about getting into a buy position, but if we can't break that wick, I'm not entering any type of sell. If we start coming back down though, I wonder what are the odds we keep that push to the downside because it's gotta break. It gets so close to that point and then it just starts rejecting. Spreads are kind of high. There's about 2 pips. Not terrible, but alright, if we go about 7 pips drawdown, 50% the position. Spreads kind of got us a little bit messed up. And at this point, I really want to break that bearish candle wick. If we can break past that, I feel very confident at that point the position should continue to keep pushing down to the downside. So we haven't broke it just yet. Okay, at this point, we should continue to the downside. We do have NYSE on our side. Oh yeah, I feel very confident at this point we should keep continuing to the downside. Potentially even fill this whole wick. So like I said though, if the play doesn't end up working out and we go 7 pips, I say about 8 pips drawdown, I'll go at 50%. It's kind of struggling with that 30-minute rejection there. If we broke past it slightly, but I'd like to see it break a little bit heavier for us to really continue that momentum to the downside. 5 pips are getting kind of close, man. It's been kind of a rough trade, man. We've been dealing with some it's a weird position right now. So like I said, risk management wise, as soon as we're about 8 pips drawdown, definitely gonna look to 50% the position. As you can see, I am past my entry, and still with the spread, it still looks as if I am in drawdown. So definitely had about a 2 pip spread. So that kind of makes it a little bit more difficult for the entry. But really would love to see price continue and sustain that push to the downside. Oh my goodness. It's been a really rough trade, man. The price action reading was relatively okay. The entry's decent, but man, we have not got that push like I'd expected to be. Much more quick, much more. I thought we'd at least hit our 10 pip take profit relatively fast. At this point, we've been playing around with drawdown for quite some time. It's got me a little on edge, I have to say. It's got me a little on edge. But like I said, I just gotta remember as soon as we hit 8 pips drawdown, we'll just 50% at that point is about as best I can do, and try and lose less and less at that point. If I feel like it's gonna hit straight stop loss, I'm just gonna wait close even earlier, close full earlier. So we just need to literally. This is the wick I'm talking about. We need to break past that for in order to like have like a sustained price action to the downside. Right here, we're like right next to that point. Come on, we gotta break down a little bit further. We should be able to maintain this. We should be able to maintain this. It's like, man, we broken past that, and it still doesn't really want to give me that push. There we go. So we're starting to get that push now. Hopefully we can fill this wick. Really like to make this a risk-free trade at this point. It's been playing with me a lot. Come on, price action. Yeah, GJ's playing with us today, boy. I'll tell you that. Definitely playing with us. Oh man. Well, is what it is there. Looking like it's gonna come hit full, so just gonna go ahead and probably close full at this point. Oh man, boys, definitely rough today, man. Friday, a rough day. Not surprising, Friday being a relatively rough day, but my goodness, boys and girls. Mm, yeah, it was a rough day, man. I will say, but you know, like I said, always gonna be another day for the markets to present us a better plays in the market. So, just gonna just refrain out of this. Really look back, understand kind of more. I gotta go upon these wick fields. I gotta go over some few things. Understand some things that entry's not been the best. Uh, is what it is. Is what it is. Spread didn't help us out too much either. I will say spread didn't help us out, but regardless though, yep, I'm just gonna have to call it a day. Anybody that tapped in with me today, I hope you guys are able to 50% of your guys' positions not lose as much. Today I did take two losing positions, unfortunately. But tomorrow we'll be back on Monday and looking to catch some more trades. Thank you for so much for anybody who tapped in. Danny, appreciate you. Or Denny, appreciate you at least dropping a comment down. It's really good to hear from you. At least see you throw down something in the chat. But everybody else though, I will be seeing you guys tomorrow on Monday. So everybody have a great rest of your guys' day.